How are you? How are you keeping? I hope you're good. I am very, very good, and hope the quarantine is working well, and hope you are getting to learn something from this curfew. We just renewed our 21 days. In as much as it might be devastating for most of us, I I think it's the reason behind my video today, because the thing I want to talk about in this video today is just one thing. Tomorrow is not promised. Like, honestly, I was talking to a friend of mine and she was telling me, do you know that last year time like now, the guy who's been hitting on me for years actually told me he wanted to take me to Thailand for my birthday, but I was feeling like I'm just too hard to get, so I just turned it down. But this year it seems that her birthday falls in the month of May, and she was telling me this year my birthday is going to be, I'm going to be by myself because my boyfriend is stuck in the US, and because of the whole corona issue and because of the curfew, clearly this year I'm going nowhere. So when I thought about it, I've been thinking a lot lately about life. I don't know if my hair went to and brought brains. I don't know, but I'm super radiant and I'm super happy lately, and just like I am getting into my essence, I'm getting into my personality, and I'm very, very hyped about life. And I'm grateful to the universe, to God, to just basically being alive. I've made it a habit. I've incorporated the habit of gratitude in the morning, thanking God for most basic of things, even for basic things like green grams. I'm like, gosh, it might not be meat, but it's a source of protein. It's a plant protein, and I'm grateful. But today I want us to talk about the fact that tomorrow is not promised. Tomorrow is not promised. So where is this coming from? It's coming from, like, you can see how much life has just changed, and we could not have predicted, we could not have guessed that we'll ever be stuck in our houses like this. I was reading a Facebook post by one of my friends. She's saying the way she started up country, now she's going to be the one who's going to be serving us tea, buying us credit, shooing the dogs there when we go there with people from Nairobi, because she's stuck there. Now it seems like it's becoming, up country is becoming her normal home. But I'm also thinking about things like, why is tomorrow not promised? Did you know that if you were to die today, there are 1,000 ways to die? We all know, we've watched 1,000 ways to die. You cannot quite tell what will be the end of you. You might think that a disease might catch up with you. You might think that you might be graceful enough to just get to old age and die because of old age. And some of us, things might actually just go weird. We might just even be on a motorbike and just fall off and get some internal bleeding and just pass on. Like a friend also passed on in such a way, like she had an accident heading to the hospital, and then the accident actually caused the internal bleeding in her brain, and when they were prepping her for her surgery, she passed on. It's really sad because you wouldn't expect like such a thing to happen. Like, the mysteries of life. So I'm thinking in terms of I have a friend, she's not well, and she's a very dear friend to me, and she's been talking to me a lot, and we've been talking, and like life has been very gracious to her, because in as much as she's not well, she's been seeing the hand of God. Like, she's been able to maintain herself in her condition. She's been able to get medications, proper medical care, in as much as we've not yet gotten her proper treatment yet, but it's in the process, and we are hopeful, and we know that everything is going to turn out okay. But you know, at the same time, I know she's lost lots and lots of friends in the process, because you know, we always have those, let's just call them underdogs, those people who do not really have an issue trying to make you feel like you're less, they're more. You've had people, when you were sick, or when maybe you are even going through financial crisis, you try and talk to your friends and tell them, oh, you know, I'm in such a fix and I'd really appreciate your help, and they're like, oh, now you and your fixes, me, I have my own troubles. Now, this also on the point of tomorrow is not promised. I remember last year I was transitioning from my past life to my life now. And I remember a particular time I was feeling really down, and I was kind of depressed. And then I discovered that one of my old friends was living in my neighborhood. So I called her one day and I just told her, we used to chill a lot, and I would really appreciate if you just came and stayed with me, because I'm not thinking, my mental health is not as good, and I would really appreciate having someone to talk to. So she comes over, but she's also having her own issue. She needed some cash. So she asks me for cash, and I'm like, because I'm desperate, I just need the company. I tell her, okay, I'll lend you the money. But then at the same time, I'm thinking, this person, in the past, I've lent her money, and she's not like the easiest person to return cash. So when she leaves, okay, I tell her I'm going to give her the money. But then you know how you have self-conversations, and you're always told when you give someone money, make sure it's the kind of money they don't return, your life still goes on as usual. As in, it doesn't feel like it's a big deal or anything. So me, I had a meeting with myself, and I evaluated oh my gosh, I said forgive me, I'm Kenyan. Me, I just so normal here. So I had a conversation with myself, and I was like, no, if I give her this amount of money, it's going to ruin our friendship, because I'm not seeing how she's going to return this money in the duration of time that I want her to return. And I have to be understanding because it's friendship. But at the same time, I have to be disciplined, because I work for this money, and I can give her this amount, and it might not be enough. And if she can't take this, of course she doesn't want less than what she wants. So I just decided I won't give her any money, because I do not want to ruin our friendship. Oh my god, she blocked me on WhatsApp, and she blocked me, I think, on her phone. And she doesn't talk to me. And I'm like, God, I used to think like you're the closest of friends that I have. Like, I used to know you have my back, because I am sure I have your back. But this time I'm always thinking like, friendship and money, we all can agree, friendship and money, like money always, okay, 99% of the time, money ruins friendships. But the fact that people can think that their lives are better than yours because, you're better, even I can think I'm better than you because of, the one thing I've learned in life that nobody has taught me, it has just come like an idea, it has just come as a lesson in life that I've learned and that I incorporate in my life every single day, is that if you want blessings, if you want doors to open, the one way to actually get doors to open is to treat your fellow human being like an actual human being. Don't think you're better than anybody. You're not even better than that mama mboga. That mama mboga right now in this corona, she's there providing you with those vegetables, and you're in the house stuck there, and you need her. Now you actually see her value. You see? So you used to be the kind of person, she says hi and you look at her and you're like, it's not better. I one time witnessed some lady forgot her purse in a shop. So the shop attendant was trying to call her, but she couldn't like shout. So some guy is passing by. He just come from parking his car from the parking what do you call this, parking lot, and then he actually offered to call the lady, and he called her like, Madam, the lady here is calling you. That lady aliwaka moto. She was like, who are you calling, madam? Do I look like madam? And I'm like, okay, how did you want to be addressed? Like, okay, madam, in my opinion, it's actually respectful. But she in her mind, she's like, me kolegi hiwo unanita kanani, like, who are you calling me? As in, ukiniangalia ukijangalia, what can me? But I'm always saying, I'm teaching you a secret in the aspect of tomorrow is not promised. But if you want great things in your life, you need to know. In creation, talk to Mother Nature, talk to God, talk to the deities, whatever. The greatest thing that was ever created in this universe, in as much as sometimes the universe might actually regret it, is the human being. When you cut me, regardless of my color, I will bleed red. When you cut an European, when you cut an Asian, when you cut any person from any part of the world, we bleed red. Actually, even animals, most of them bleed red. But the fact is that when you respect your fellow human being, you understand one thing about them. I mirror something about you, and you mirror something about me. If I sit down and talk to you, I'll learn the issues I think I have. You also have issues. They might be different, but at least they bring one common ground, that we all have issues, and the solutions that you can give me, that may based on your past experience, and the solutions I can give you based on my past experience, or actually my current experience, show us that we are bound and we are one. We always told in sociology that human beings are social beings. We clearly, genuinely need each other. And one thing we need to stop is looking down on each other. We need to value each other, and we need to know that every day is called the present because it's a present. The past is in your mind, let it go, because nobody remembers it apart from you. And tomorrow is not promised. You might be there, you might not be there. I'm a mom. I might die and my baby has to grow, and whatever purpose God has for him, he will accomplish it with or without me. My baby might actually, God forbid, might even leave me, and if he leaves me, my life will go on, and whatever purpose is meant to be my purpose, with him or without him, I'll accomplish it. I always hate this thing about we as moms, and we tend to hold on to our babies like, oh, my baby. But we need to understand as mothers, as sisters, as brothers, that our family is not exactly ours. We are there for a reason. Like a mom, honestly, is a vessel to bring a child to this world. She's supposed to act, she guides, and she carries the baby for 9 months, she brings the baby here, she has the responsibility to guide. But at the end of the day, we do not know exactly where we come from. We come from a higher perspective. We are spirits. We come from a source that we've not even yet discovered, we do not yet know, and we need to understand the fact that because we come from a source and we eventually lead back to the source, we need to stop holding on to things so much. Like we need to stop seeing, like, there are those mothers who look at their kids and they're like, hey, my child is better than Jews. Whose child? That is not your child. I have never said my son is my own. I know he's my son, but I've always said he's God's son. I'm Christian, I'm religious, and I say he's God's son because he's a gift to me, and I did not, like, there was nothing special I gave to get that child, and there's nothing special that someone else doesn't have a child. She's not done. It's just life. Tomorrow is not promised. Today you have, tomorrow you don't have. Today you have, tomorrow you don't have. Today I have, tomorrow I don't have. So the value of life is understanding that whatever is today, appreciate it, be grateful, and most importantly, respect each other. Whatever your station is, the one thing that stands in your blessing, stands in the way of your blessing, is how you treat your fellow human being. So love yourself first, because when you love yourself, you can love others. But also at the same time, when you love yourself and you can love others, also make sure you love others, because you need them in a way or another. We all anchor each other, we push each other, we bring out the best in each other. So when you get an opportunity right now in the corona era, where you hear of these organizations who need us to contribute and to help the people who are laid off from work, they do not have enough food and everything, do contribute. If you know somebody, even your own house help, or maybe a neighbor, someone who's lacking in any way, and you feel you have at least like even an extra plate of food, help whoever you can, because we need each other. And what stands at the end of the day is that tomorrow is not promised to any of us. So these are Listen the Great, and then I'm just going on and on and on. Tomorrow is not promised to anybody, so do not look down on anybody, do not intimidate anybody, do not bully anyone, do not try to show or prove or act in a way that might show that you're more relevant than the other person, because today ni wewe, kesho ni mimi, you never know. Today it's me, tomorrow it's the other person. So if you want the best out of life, respect the greatest thing that was created by Mother Nature, which is the fellow human being. And respect yourself. When you respect the fellow person, you actually see hata wewe mwenyewe uko na the common sense that you have respected yourself, so you can share the respect. Start by loving yourself and let your love overflow to the other people. So these are Listen the Great. Until next time, adios amigo. You're beautiful within and without. Comment, like, subscribe, and share. Bye-bye.